Ready for a new exercise? This time we'll be positioning the social networks icon in the interface. Unlike the images we've employed so far, which are formed by pixels, the icons we are going to insert now are vectors, thanks to the magic of the vector tool, the Boolean operation, curves, and mathematical calculations. In general terms, the main difference between vector images and pixel images is that the former are created by mathematical points, lines, and paths accurately calculated. As a result, the image's quality is always optimal no matter how much we zoom in. For this reason, vectors are great for icons since they allow us to scale the item without losing quality. Within the folder you downloaded from TootPad, you'll find a folder with icons from Flaticon with several free icons of the most popular social networks. You'll find the same icons in diverse formats, from vectorial formats like EPS or SVG to pixel formats such as PNG. In this case, we're going to work with SVG, so therefore you need to select those icons we want to use in this format and drag them to the interface. You're free to choose the icons you prefer. For this exercise, we'll include Facebook, Twitter, and Behance. Once you drag them to the interface, these groups on the left will be created and they contain the icons of the social networks. We're going to select the groups, reduce the size, and change the fill color of each of them. As they are vectors, we're going to edit them freely. I'm going to choose white. After editing the icons, click and drag them to the About Me section. Then, position each icon inside the shape we created in previous lessons. Don't forget to press Option to check the icons are properly aligned to the circles. When they are ready, copy these 3 items, go to the top of the page, and substitute the 3 squares with the new icons. OK. This time I want to use the circle behind, and I'm going to leave them as if they were floating. To align the icons vertically, we need to activate the grid to make sure they adjust to the grid and are centered in relation to the logo. After that, group them in a folder called Social, copy it and paste it at the bottom of the list. So, that's it. Our vector files are already positioned in the interface. Let's move on to the masks. See you in the next lesson.